Well, let's get back into it anyway. I don't want to just clean along the line first. From Muckingham to Sparkleton. There's Moppingham, Sprayers in Blemishigan. Scuria, Fumarole, La Harlem, Kildare City, Baltimore, and Washingham. Fantastic. Hey, 94%. Kildare City, washrooms available. Buckingham, washrooms available. They're the ones I cleaned. One or other of them probably was. And I thought that level was bad. I mean, it was. Bits. Yeah, there we go. Alright, the information box overall is the entire piece. And then you've got the insets on each side are separate. Okay. And that was the map. Here's the timetable. Once again, with all of the obnoxious tagging, just that lazy crap that people do. And once again, just the same texture as what was on the walls. Come on, map designers. Some intelligent graffiti on this would have been nice. Like just maybe some scribbles through the names or lines through some of the times or something, rather than just plastering this one reused texture once again over the whole thing. It's just a little bit boring. Just makes you feel like they haven't really tried, right? Okay, got that. The inside of this, because I'm going to have to come back for this later otherwise. Maybe a bit on the inside of the top too. Sides look to be clean. Okay, onto the yellow again, just to do the margins. Give it an initial wash pass. Once again, more of exactly the same 3D texture. At least I'm getting a little bit of a mix of yellow and red. Breaks the monotony slightly. there'll be the timetable on the other side. To 94% still. Bing. There we go. The bottom section is also just information box, looks like. May as well just crouch down and do this while I'm here. I didn't on any of the other sides, but oh well. Why couldn't they just have it be the same all the way to the floor? Okay. Oops. Okay. Alright, so we started by doing the yellow on this side. We didn't actually go back over it with the red. Try and make sure we do the lips around the outside as well. As part of cleaning the main screen. I think then there's like reflections, so I can't actually tell if it's clean or if there's a reflection. Eastbound from Buckingham. On Monday to Fridays. I don't remember seeing spongely or lubricity. I just wasn't paying attention. Excellent. Okay. So that's all the screens. Base. Random bit of tagging down on this one. It's just weird. Why? Why are you here? You make no difference. Nothing clever like a little painted bit saying, look down here, or something like that. Okay, I didn't even need to do everything. Alright. Cool, that's the middle bit done. Now there's the seats. Why are these covered in paint too? Ah, dear. These are going to be really annoying with angles as well, I suspect. Start with that, and then we're just going to have to work our way down. I think doing it like this is probably going to work out the best. In fact, I wonder if it's best to work our way down like this first. Do the tops of the seats as well as we go. Go up to the middle and then come back going the other direction because the angle of the washer will be more favorable for it. From a right-handed angle. Bench divider. Then we've got the bench itself. So that means the divider is probably filthy all the way down. That's not encouraging. Hey, MindGG, welcome, welcome. top of the bench back. Benchy got back. Oh my god, Becky. Look at that paint. Alright, well, that's the top of this. Maybe a little bit down in the insides between the seat cushions. I don't know if that will be important, but it wouldn't surprise me at all. Just get a decent angle from the top down all of that. Okay. And now turn. Turn on the catwalk. And do the same thing back the other way. Definitely the bit in between is going to have a lot more. But we'll at least clear off the top. And bench divider barely shows as having had any progress whatsoever, even after doing that whole top section. So that means it's filthy all the way down here for a start, and probably behind the benches too, which means getting a really awkward angle. Maybe if they'd made it a better colour than just boring grey concrete anyway, people would be less inclined to tag it. Probably not. It would be less noticeable. But they'd still want me to clean it anyway. I have to do the undersides of the seats? Well, at least that shouldn't be painted, I guess. That's the back of that. No idea if it's rust on these railings, but there's definitely some paint on them still there. And on the front, in fact. And all of this is just bench anyway, so... bit of floor, why not? Get the illusion of making progress. Do the underside. Hey, if I do all of this stuff on the underside, maybe it'll be more lenient when it comes to doing the rest. It'll be a few less bits that I have to do later, maybe. It's a somewhat vain hope, but... and some paint under here for some reason. Okay, bench divider, still lots to do, but that's only one side of it anyway, wasn't it? Oh, and there's all that underneath. That's where it curves. How am I supposed to get a good angle on that? Seriously. Maybe I don't have to. Do the obvious bits first, huh? It's also the benches themselves have the back curve dirty. So I've got to do it for both of them. Both of their sakes. Okay. Let's do the inside of that railing and this railing along here as well. We're gonna have to get that from the far end again, I think. We can do the side of the bench and everything here. We're still going to do the front, which is obviously most easily accessible while standing up. Anyway. Want to do all the crouching content first. Crouching content hidden dragon. Crouching content hidden tagging. That's an old movie reference. Close enough that I can shoot underneath the bar there. Oh, it's almost done now. There we go, good. So I didn't need to get every little bit underneath the bench. That's good. Hopefully it's the same for the bench itself. But if we get what we can of the underside and everything, then maybe it'll be slightly less paint that we have to deal with. There's like all of this here and behind. We can hope that maybe... Oh, they don't expect us to do all this. Alright. Paint time again. And then we kind of need to go at least crouching to get underneath the cushions here. But we just work our way top down, I think, now. Let's do the cushions. And then see what there is underneath. Spray the seats from the top of the divider again. And this one... I wish each seat, or like each cushion, was a ding. That would be nice. We could have just gone ding, ding, ding. Even nice if it didn't have paint all over it. Okay, around this side again to do tops. I mean, I probably should have done the bottom bit last anyway, rather than leaving the cushions and everything to last, but whatever. Right, back onto the divider. And now... spray this direction. Still had a seat and a half to go. That's fine. It doesn't really lose any time. Because we were just cleaning at a pretty consistent rate regardless. This one we weren't as meticulous on, so we're going to have to get most of the way through that cushion. That's fine. This one we've been pretty diligent on, so we're probably only going to get through 2 cushions again. Not even. And probably the same sort of thing here. No, a bit further on this one. There we go. Okay, so that's the bench divider and all these benches done. Good. On one side. And now the other side. Okay. So how did we do this? We'll start from here and work our way along. I mean, so at this point we could just spray all the way down here as well, to be perfectly honest. It kind of feels wrong by doing the bottom bit first before doing the top cushion and stuff, but for the sake of this game it makes no functional difference whatsoever. So in terms of efficient movement, we should do it while we're up here. It's all about the balance of immersion of the game versus just trying to play through it a bit more quickly. So there's like a seam here, but the divider is not actually split. I feel it should be 2 different dividers. Would be nice. Whatever. But if it did that, it would probably be more demanding on me to clean everything, so... shouldn't complain. Though realistically, if I was trying to not have that sort of challenge, I wouldn't be doing this in the first place. It's an odd complaint to have in the game though, but it's not hard enough. How am I supposed to torture myself to the fullest if you don't separate all of the features into smaller sections? Oh, well, that's that side done. Didn't actually get behind these benches properly. Let's fix that up quickly. Good. And do this cushion, and then we can work our way around from down below. Hey, Razor One.
Hello there, Mr. Streamer. Hope you are having an acceptable day. This looks about on par with watching paint dry.
Close.
It's clear that you don't get tired of doing the same thing over and over again. Smile Thecka 71, love Thecka 71, love Thecka 71, love.
Love Thecka 71, love Thecka 71. Thanks, Razor. No, I don't get tired of doing the same thing over and over again. Clearly. And yeah, it's basically the exact opposite of watching paint dry. At least you have a little bit more of a visual cue on this one when you're watching the paint disappear. You know, goes from filthy to clean. It's very satisfying. It's like the opposite of actually painting. But this is basically Mirror World Splatoon. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're good. Prefer painting? Yeah, painting is also fun. That's where House Flipper comes in. You know, we've got the two extremes. I mean, I definitely don't particularly like cleaning off the graffiti like this. See, I like cleaning these sorts of things where you can just go over it nice and easily like that and you just see the dirt melt away. This is much better. Having to deal with the tagging is really annoying. I don't mind it when it's the sort of graffiti where it follows, like it's like spelling something, or it's like the graffiti that was on the advertising hoardings where it was like shapes and stuff. That's not so bad. This stuff where it's just tagging and it's just a bulk repeated texture, like there's no lines to follow or anything like that. It's all just one big blob. And you just have to slowly go back and forth over the whole thing with this washer. Yeah, this is just tedious. So it's satisfying to see it come off still, but it's more satisfying when it's like rust that has more of an excuse to be like that. This is just lazy map design at this point. Because it's the same repeated graffiti texture as has been used on all of the other surfaces, so it's nothing new, it's nothing distinct, it's not like someone's drawn a fun caricature of a person sitting on the bench in paint or something. That would be cool. If there was like a different funny face on each of these seat backs, then that would be cool. That would be interesting. But when it's just, yeah, the same amorphous blob of tagging over the whole thing, I feel the devs could have tried harder. Yeah. Could do better. In the shit, work as hell and the little one is sick. Oh no. I hope nothing too serious on the little one. Work being shit, I mean, yeah, that's not good, but not surprising. That's kind of what work does sometimes, but yeah, hope the little one's good. You have to do a sudden alert to being a little one, fair enough. I fully understand that. I've sometimes had to do sudden stream stoppages for that reason, so yeah. Just colds and such. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess it's near the end of that sort of season for you guys. For us, it's just beginning. And yeah, now that ours is at school as well, and she's susceptible to things, it'll be interesting to see how this year goes in terms of colds and viruses and everything. Oh, that's right, I hadn't done this bit. There we go, that's the bit I missed. Couldn't play this, would be too much the same. Yeah, some levels aren't too bad. this level in particular has just taken me so long to get around to doing, because it's just a big roadblock. Also, bear in mind, I am doing this as a challenge run. I am using just this basic washer. So, this map in particular takes a very long time to do with this. By now, you do have access to like the Pro Washer, the best one in the game, and everything just melts away with that. This is still a bit of a boring level, because it's just too big. It's twice as big as it feels twice as big as it needs to be. But most of the other levels are much better. Like, you do get some challenges in terms of finding angles and stuff like that, and it's a nice little problem solving exercise without being too mentally taxing. It's a combination platformer and puzzle game sometimes. I've just also turned it into an MMO grind. Gotta grind that 100% achievement. It's like the equivalent of doing a pacifist run in an RPG or something, where everything just takes so much longer to do. And I mean, I have done pacifist runs in like Deus Ex Mankind Divided and stuff, so that's just how I roll. I'm just... yeah. There's just something wrong with me. We're almost at the end of the campaign though, I'm fairly sure, with the basic washer. The final level, from what I've heard from everyone who has played this game, the final level, that was a divided done, that's good. The final level is even bigger than this. So, that'll be fun. There we go. Hey, this is exactly what I wanted. That we get to this point, and we've apparently missed a main ceiling light. This one, hello. We get to this point and we have the to-do list pop up, which means we have 3 or fewer features, there we go, left to do, and it's exactly the things that I expect to see. It is the floors, and it's the gates. Perfection. How many more maps? I was trying to remember that. I mean, I don't know exactly how many more there are after the point that I reset my progress. Oh, this paint is coming off easily. Nice. This is just like... oh, it's a milkshake. It's not even paint. Okay, perfect. I thought that was going to be paint. I was trying to remember based on... so my early access playthrough, there was this. There's the fortune teller wagon is next. That's a pretty fun one. Then I believe there's the ancient statue in the desert. There's a stunt plane of some description I don't believe I've done yet. And there's a... like a hand sculpture in the desert. And that's the point that I reset. The one after that, I believe, is the fishing boat, which is a reasonable sized map. After the fishing boat, I know of 2 other levels that exist. I don't know if there are also others that I'm not aware of. So the fortune wagon is not very big, so that's 1. And it won't be too bad. The ancient statue is fairly large, but I don't remember it being too demanding. Like, I don't think it's ingrained or anything, so that shouldn't be too bad. That's 2. The plane was fairly small, but had a lot of oil and stuff, so it'll take a little bit. It'll be technical, but it's not big. So that should be alright. That's 3. If I'm correct in remembering about the hand coming next, then that's 4, and that shouldn't be too bad. I did that to get the achievement with the Pro Washer using the white nozzle only. The fact that the achievement for that one is to only use the white nozzle means that the dirt on it is not hard, so if I'm not doing that, it shouldn't take too long. So that's what, 4 we're up to now? And then the fishing boat is fairly large, that's 5. Large and I suspect probably filthy, so that'll probably take a while. And then there's the two others. One is fairly short but technical. The other, from what I've heard, is very long. So yeah. But my goal is to do all of this by basically the end of the first half of this year. And we're on track for that, I think. Actually, I think I'd wanted to do it in quarter one and we missed that, but whatever. So. There we go. I love these mosaics. Yeah, few to go yet. But not too bad, like we're most of the way there. I forget how many stars we have, I think it was like 150 or 155. One of the new bonus levels they added, you had to be 160 to actually do, and I couldn't do that, so I know I'm less than that, but I wasn't far off. And it's kind of weird them having a star requirement to do separate bonus levels anyway. That seems a bit rude of them, quite frankly, but whatever. Like, fair enough gating upgrades and stuff fall within the career behind star rating, but gating additional levels where they give you which loadout to use anyway behind a career star rating doesn't make any sense. It's, you know, the two are separate for a reason. Keep them separate. Thankfully, the bonus DLC stuff, like the cleaning Midgar, Final Fantasy VII tie-in, we did that, and they provided better things, so I could use like the Pro Washer on that again. So that, which made it hard to come back to using just this one after doing that, that's for sure. But yeah, we're making progress. All things going well. You know, touch wood, all things going well. I'm hoping if I can maintain a fairly regular schedule, then yeah, hopefully by the end of next month I'll have finished the basic washer challenge. That's the goal. There's no public holidays or anything in that period of time, though. I took advantage of the last one to squeeze out an extra. Not that that really helps, because if there's public holidays or days off, like it was just the school holidays, which meant that even though there was Easter and stuff, that means my daughter's home anyway, so I'm having to jump in and out or just spend the morning looking after her anyway. And if she's awake, it's nice to look after her because she's actually interactive these days, which is nice. So it's basically I'd only get bonus stream time if I took days off work, specifically, that weren't in the holidays. But I tend not to do that, so... And I've got too much else to do around the house anyway, that even if I did that, I'd be spending a lot of it outside, I suspect. You know, the stuff that I should be doing now instead of this. Yeah, this is going much quicker. This is what I was hoping for. I mean, I was hoping that the whole thing would go much quicker and I'd be done by now, but hey, we'll take it. The fact that the second tunnel was not covered in mould meant that we could basically shave off a whole extra episode. So I think this is going to end up being, what, 11 parts or something? No, 9 parts. So it was 4 for the first tunnel, 3 for the second tunnel, and it'll be 2 for the central section here. So it'll be just under 10 hours total, I think, spent doing this map. It's a pretty big one. More if you count breaks, obviously. going to alternate the direction that my wrist is having to move. We'll go up, down instead of left, right for a bit. Probably don't need that. Why do I have the short extension on still? I shouldn't need that. This should make it go a bit quicker, because it's a thicker track. Hopefully. I really wish that the washer had a diagonal angle that you could put it on instead of just horizontal or vertical. Because that would be kind of nice to do as a bit of a point of difference sometimes, like that design there. It's just sometimes that would be a much better way of doing it. Like when I come to doing the gates, diagonal would be so much nicer than horizontal or vertical. And it's like, oh no, I'd have to tap R twice to go from 190 degree to another. What a shame. Just having a 45 would be nice. Bing. Right, last mosaic to do. I wonder if these symbols in the mosaic mean anything. I don't think they do. Some sort of glyphs, maybe. %. There's the last floor done. Now it's the gates. Let's chuck the short extension back on again so we can get a bit of a wider angle. And we'll just start from the edges and work our way in, I think. I know we've already done one of these posts on one end when we were doing a pillar, but it must be the other end. Also, this bit's super rusty, but I should just do a pass over with like at least the yellow first, because it looks like a lot of the rest of it might just be dust instead, so it might actually go quicker than I fear. It's mostly these edges that are super rusty. Looks like a bit in the middle as well is really rusty. So this is where having a diagonal fitting would be really nice. Middle stretch there. There's lots of different angles to have to do with these railings as well. Okay, well, There's still some rust up there, sure. And I can just see there's even some more of this dust just on different angles, which is quite annoying. Let's just spray wildly for a bit. So little bits of rust around the place. And then I think we just work top down in the middle here as well, just to clear out this. Get the obvious bits and then go hunting if we need to. Oh, okay. It's going to be generous. That's good. Well, in that case, let's just work our way down the outside of this one then. Get the obvious bits of rust on the outside. Just stand a bit more like this perhaps so we can get an even better angle on it. And then we just need to worry about going over the central part, the yellow. So go slowly over the rust areas. Okay, that's the worst of the rust that I can see at least. You more on this sort of angle, but let's just go over the rest of it for now. Because we might just find that it just goes ding. Okay, now we're going to have to get this side to get the tops of all of these as well, and the bottoms of other crisscrosses. And it's almost done. There we go. Not very demanding at all. Parkour. Boing, boing. Wahoo! Wahoo! Mario time. Okay. Again, get the really obvious bits of rust. This one looks like it might be worse. I can see stains in the middle that look like rust as well. So, what do we want to do? We want to do it like this first, I think. And then look back the other direction. Yeah, there's extra bits of rust on this one. Gross. Okay, well, that's kind of what I expected them all to be like, to be fair, so I can't complain too much. The other end just spoiled me. This is more what I expected. Still, we'll clean off all of the dust first. Do the same for this side as well, may as well, while we're here. spin around. The other side to do the undersides of things. And clean up the other side, the other gate with all the rust. And work our way back across. Cool, so there's that. While we're here, let's just take care of the side bit as well. Get the really bad stuff first. Then we can just hope that it doesn't demand too much more from us. As unlikely as that may be. Okay, that's reasonably clean. And then it's a case of doing the yellow for the undersides as well. We want rust to be the only thing left. Alright. Apparently that was good enough for that one. There's just a bit more to do on this one, but we are almost finished. That's exceptional. I thought these were going to just be like riddled with rust, like fully crisscrossed. There is definitely more on this particular gate than any of the others. Making me work for it right at the end. They're gonna make me get on a ladder to get some of these angles. Honestly, wouldn't put it past it. Okay, what have we got? Bit of rust there. Bit up here. It's so close now though. They got it. 100%. Subway finished. Fantastic. Let's see that time lapse. This time lapse should be like 20 minutes to do this justice. Oh, it looks so good though. Do I want to be able to just like download that? Let's just want to do a clip off the stream perhaps. Just like nice. Ah, so good. Your work has been signed off. Congratulations. That's all you have to say to me after all of that? At least you gave me $2,000. Okay, that was a job. Fortune teller's wagon. I mean, it's tiny by comparison. The funny thing is it's like it pays 20% as much. It will not take even 20% of the time I can. Well, I hope. Awesome.